I just hope that our landlord is really on top of stuff like that. Like, with the water heater and any other issues, it's pretty much been the same day, but, you know, that he sent somebody out to fix it. It's just, like, I know how long it takes to replace a water heater, and it's at least a couple of days, and it's also not cheap. So, I don't know. But there's 3 water heaters down there. And I don't know which one is ours. And I don't know. Yeah. One of them is huge, and then the other one is... The other 2 are small. And I don't know why there are 3 water heaters. Like, it's weird. Me. So what is Brayden doing? Maybe an emergency. Zoe rubbed poop on herself again. He told me about how Zoe does that because she loves taking baths so much. I don't think I've ever had a problem like that with Saphira. Well, except that one time. But not because of the bath thing. It's like... She's pretty smart for a 2.5-year-old. And I asked her, why did you decide to paint the floor with your poop, Saphira? And she's like, because I wanted to. I love you, but god damn it. She was in so much trouble after that. I don't think she'll be doing that anytime soon again. She got in trouble for a minute. That was a very frustrating day, though. We fucking had to, borrow my parents' what is it? Carpet cleaner and clean her carpet multiple times, and oh my god. It was awful. I was so upset. The worst part is that, like, she was supposed to be taking a nap. We had the boys that day, and I, like, smelled something, and I'm like, oh, Saphira must have, like, pooped or something. But normally you can't smell it from a room away. So I started getting worried. So I walked over to check on her, come over to her room. She's fully clothed, but she's got her hands out in front of her, and she's like, Mom, I'm messy. And her hands are brown. And I'm like, oh, you know, have you ever had one of those moments as a parent where you're just, like, broken? Like, your child literally just took the words and any, like, reaction that you could have had from you, and you're just, like, left in awe. Yeah, that's what happened. I was like, oh my god, Saphira, why did you do this? And I think that I probably would have cried if I wasn't in so much shock. And I took one step into her room, felt something wet under my foot, and I was like, nope, we're not doing that. Wiped my foot off on the floor because the floor is brown. You can't see the poop. I didn't even want to step foot in her room. Yeah, well, oh god. I mean, my main concern was to clean up Saphira first and foremost, and to get her out of there. I called Tyler. Yeah, I called Tyler because he was off, he just barely left to go play Warhammer. And I was like, I had a feeling that he shouldn't leave, and I was kind of like, maybe you shouldn't go, but I didn't want to, like, keep him from it. Starbucks, and I feel like an asshole. So we went. I call him probably like he hasn't even started a game yet, and I'm like, babe, you need to go over to my parents, grab the carpet cleaner, and come back home because Saphira, you know, did this, and he was pissed. He's like, she's lucky I wasn't the one who found her, because I would have been right mad about it. I was still pretty mad, but damn. It was bad though, like, I had to scrape poop off of her. She had it under her clothes. I don't know how she managed it. It was like a magic trick, okay? Because she had it everywhere. But she was fully clothed. It was even on her face. Oh. You mean brownies? Ugh. It was bad. It was like that night I legitimately called my mom because she had been really wanting to like spend time with Saphira, and I've been kind of keeping my daughter away from her because my mother's a bad influence. Anyways. So I was just like, hey mom, how would you feel about keeping Saphira overnight? So we can clean up her room and so I can drink myself into a stupor. I didn't add that part in, but it happened too. Like, it was bad though. That night I was in a bad mood. I should not have been drinking, but I drank, and then I did stupid. Going for a walk at 2 o'clock in the morning to somebody's house who she used to be my best friend, and then for whatever reason one day decided that she didn't want to be friends anymore, and she never told me why, but I like just kind of wanted to talk to her and have some closure about the whole ordeal, because she never really told me what the fuck was up. Yeah, well, I mean, she's the type of person that she could be awake at that time of the day because she used to at least work the night shift, you know? And she's also kind of an alcoholic. Anyways, so I go over there. I'm drunk. I don't quite remember which apartment is hers. Because, you know, oh, no. It's not like I got the wrong apartment or anything like that, but, you know, I knocked once. I texted her a couple of times, and I called her once or twice, and then I, like, had a mental breakdown in the hallway of her apartment building. And then I walked back home. That was it. Like, the whole thing took about an hour for me to walk there, have my mental breakdown in her hallway, and walk back. Because that's how close she is to me right now. Like, physically. That's why I decided to walk over there. It's not like I would have done that if it had been across town, you know? But, she texted me after I got home. And she's just like, I don't know if you're actually outside my door or what's going on, but you need to call yourself an Uber or a taxi and go home. And, you know, text me when you're sober in the morning. Which I did. And then I found out through Tim, my ex, who's also Saphira's father, that she, who hates his guts, by the way, and has known him for most of her life, texted him and told him that I had been out drinking and walking around and stuff. And she was concerned for my daughter's safety. So, apparently, I rank lower than Tim does in her life now. Like she likes me. Like, she hates me worse than she does him. And I still don't know why. I know, right? Is it a female thing? catty. Yeah, most of the time whenever I've lost a friend, it's been kind of obvious the reason why. Because, like, I've had a lot of... And it's almost exclusively my female friends that have done this. But they've screwed me out of money. 2 separate groups of female friends have done this. And I'm not the forgiving type, especially because I don't really have a lot of money anyways. But it's like, why would you screw your friend like that over money? It's not even... So, but with her, I have this suspicion that Jesse, you know, the guy that I dated before Tyler, texted her and told her a bunch of lies to make her hate me, because he told Brayden that he was going to try his best to ruin my and Tyler's life. And for the most... Yeah, because I started dating Tyler. He legitimately did that, all of this, because I started dating Tyler, and I told him, hey, so Tyler and I are dating now. Because I felt like it was the right thing to do in that situation. And of course, in his mind, suddenly I broke up with him because I wanted to date Tyler. Not because he was a jealous asshole. Yeah, like, he knew the reason why, supposedly. I told him, too. I was just like, the way you've acted and the way you treated me when... What happened is that he started having dreams that I was gonna cheat on him. And he decided that they were based very much in reality. And he started treating me like shit because of it. And I was like, the first time it happened, I let it slide. The second time, I did not. I basically, like, I didn't talk to him for a couple of days because I was trying to figure out what the fuck I should do, and I was just wanting my space in that time. And I think that I probably could have forgiven him because I'm a pretty forgiving person, and I've never really dealt with that kind of thing before from a guy. Well, I think he's kind of psycho. Anyways, so... Kind of. Oh, he's very psycho. Anyways, so... He wouldn't leave me alone in that time. Like, he kept texting me, and he would, like, hop into groups, like, parties that I had going online when I was trying to play video games with some friends. And I, like, the one time that he did that, I fucking muted my mic because I did not want to talk to him, and he fucking wouldn't take the hint, and it was just a lot of bullshit. And finally, I talked to him in person. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm gonna get all my stuff, and I'm sorry. I hope that we can still be friends, but you as a partner is not a good mix for either of us, so... And, like, we were getting to a point where I thought we were gonna be friends again. Like, we were starting to talk again, but, like, I didn't really want to be friends because of the way he treated me. So I was just keeping my distance as much as possible. Like, we were best friends before I started dating him. And that kind of got ruined. Don't date your friends unless you think it'll work. And I was pretty sure it wasn't gonna work between us because blah. Well, anyways.
No, sit down.
So...
Oh, yeah, no, he told me, well, after he said he was gonna try to mess up their lives as much as possible, like, about 2 weeks later, he's like, yeah, I called both of their exes and told them that they were gonna try to get full custody of the kids.
Yeah. That's what he started this out with, and I'm also fairly certain he texted my brother and told him that I was going to try and send him to jail. And so that's why I suspect that he texted Dominica too, but out of everybody who he messaged like that, the only person who believed him was Dominica. If that is what happened. Which I think it is.
No, he was like, I can't believe Rachel and Tyler, and he was trying to go off and like talk bad, and I'm like, I'm staying out of this. I'm like, the first person to try to pit me against the other, I'm cutting all ties to. And then he stopped.
Jesse.
I still talk to him, but not often.
He goes to the store
yeah.
and plays Magic on Friday nights.
Not very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hopped in our party a couple of times when we've well, this was before the fact, but yeah. So you've talked to him a couple of times, but he never hung out in the. I can't remember at the moment. Deceiver's all something.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know who this is. I'm being chased already, though.
What do you mean?
I'm being chased. I'm dying! Help!
Yeah, no. I don't know.
I am injured, Zoe.
I really don't understand why Jesse went so freaking crazy, but he'd been, like, trying to get me to date him for years. He also liked to tell me about how, every girl who's dated. Every single girl he's ever dated cheated on him. All 30 plus of them. And I didn't fucking, like... I legitimately should have seen right through that, because when somebody says that many people are whores and like fucking cheated on them and shit, you gotta wonder if maybe they are making up shit. Like they want to be the victim in that case. And he did a really good job of making himself into a victim, I'll be honest. He made me believe I was his savior.
I wonder who's gonna be your savior now.
Probably nobody. You're all so far away. I think that it's gonna be our extra dude. It's King.
Zoe, stop getting into things. She will cut herself with that balloon.
What? Cut herself?
It has
this is a little bit close. I can't run because he's now decided that he's gonna heal me. Oh. Oh. Oh, cool. I'm all healed up and stuff.
How'd you get all healed up and stuff?
Well, the guy that's playing as King, he healed me up and shit. Oh god.
I have a purple flashlight.
I really hope he takes him over to this hook because I'm like legitimately right next to it. And that would, oh, yeah, he is. I'm like, oh. That's okay.
Oh man, I fucked that up. What?
Oh, bud.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! God damn it! Oh no. No! Fuck! Hey, we're not all dead. Just me. And Jumpy. And, is that because you've been waiting around for so long?
Yeah.
I legitimately didn't even know that you were on the hook until just now. I saved King off the hook, and then we got, like, not even very far away, and then he got downed, and he found me in the closet right next to him, and I'm like, God damn it. Brayden, what are you doing? He's not being a team player.
I got King off the hook.
Oh, good job. I see you guys over there. I'm almost dead. I'm okay at this game when I'm the killer. As long as I choose a killer I'm fairly proficient at and not somebody I know zip about. I'm pretty good at the hag. Not great, but okay. I got all bronze and everything. Cool. And now I'm a level 15. Aw, shit.
And he's dead.
Yep. Did you find that flashlight?
Yes.
Cool.
Purple.
You know, you could have saved some of us with that purple flashlight, you ass.
I haven't had it very long.
What the fuck? That's the first time. You might want to flash him. Flash that back! Oh, didn't work. Oh, you're
Didn't
fucked.
work. Rachel, your advice sucks!
Have you been flashed by them before? It sucks getting flashed by them. Oh. Well, that explains a lot. Yeah, they're pretty good as long as you can aim them and they don't turn away in time.
I can't lie, I kinda like that.
What?
He just kept dinging his bell.
Dang-a-lang.
Bloody millionaire? What's that for?
Did you get an achievement?
Accumulate a total of 1 million blood points.